Charles Feeney, 1931–2023, was an Irish-American entrepreneur who quietly and systematically gave away his entire multi-billion-dollar fortune, famously pioneering the philosophy of giving while living. The entrepreneurial success Feeney co-founded Duty Free Shoppers DFS Group in 1960, which became a global giant, essentially inventing the concept of luxury duty-free shopping for travelers worldwide. He amassed a vast fortune, but the wealth itself was never his goal. In 1984, Feeney secretly transferred virtually his entire stake in DFS, then valued at hundreds of millions of dollars, to his foundation, the Atlantic Philanthropies. He intentionally kept less than $5 million for himself and his family, reducing his own personal wealth to zero while his company was still booming. The anonymous years. For decades, Feeney insisted that his gifts be completely anonymous. Recipients of his massive grants, including major universities, hospitals, and research centers, were sworn to secrecy about the source of the funds. He was dubbed the James Bond of philanthropy because of the stealthy way he executed his giving. Despite being one of the world's richest men, Feeney lived a remarkably frugal life. He flew economy class, wore a $50 watch, used public transport, and lived in a rented apartment, embodying the belief that the money was meant for others, not for personal indulgence, making big bets to achieve maximum measurable impact quickly. Over his lifetime, he gave away over $8 billion to causes around the world. He was one of the single greatest donors to U.S. universities, including nearly $1 billion to his alma mater, Cornell University, which funded the creation of the massive Cornell Tech campus in New York City. He poured billions into medical research, public health systems in Vietnam and Australia, and HIV/AIDS clinics in South Africa. Peacemaking. He secretly funded organizations working for peace and reconciliation in Northern Ireland and elsewhere, playing a quiet but crucial role in historical conflicts. Feeney was determined to give away every last dollar while he was alive, stating, "I cannot think of a more personally rewarding and appropriate use of wealth than to give while one is living." In 2020, at the age of 89, he successfully achieved his goal. The Atlantic Philanthropies closed its doors after granting its final dollar, making him perhaps the only billionaire to deliberately and successfully zero out his entire fortune for charity during his lifetime.